Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome back to the Crow's Nest. Welcome if you are new. We are a spiritual all of mind community, learning as we grow along our ascension journey. So we're going to get into a message for what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on. This is a collective message, so it might not resonate with everyone, but it is intended for you if it finds you and resonates with you at that time. We're going to go into some things that I had come through leading up to today's message. Starting with the date, today being the 26th of November. Again, this is timeless, but the frequency behind the energy right now is 8, which is all about abundance and manifestation. And when we look at the date in total, the month, date, and year, we're looking at the number 7. And I do feel that 7 and 8 are going to be very significant numbers throughout the day, as well as 2. And I really do feel that today's message overall is going to be all about staying focused on our path towards our abundance. A lot of my messages have been talking about those ships coming in lately, and I really do feel that what I had leading up to the cards, which we're going to get into in a minute, really is all about how it is that we can stay focused on that path to success. So one of the first things that I heard come through was lightning, and then I heard lightning fast. Then I started to hear rocket, and then I started to think about the movie October Sky. If you don't know about that movie, it's all about rockets and these kids who grow up in a town where they're so held back in life, but they have these dreams that seem so impossible to everyone else. And so with that movie coming up for me, what I really am feeling is though this message is for those of you who feel as though you've been really held back in your life. You felt as though you just kind of had to do what was expected of you. You felt that the dreams that you had, the ambitions and the goals, were just not available to you, and you were being told that even if they were available to you, they're just preposterous. I heard like it's just like so outside of what anyone around you else has expected for themselves or has ever accomplished or obtained, like a destination within your life that you're trying to achieve. And what I really am feeling as well though is that this is a message for those of you who are going to be breaking the mold to chase those impossible dreams. Going back to the movie October Sky, the main character, he really does. Like he's put in a position where he tries to chase his dreams. He gives up on it for a little while. He gets a job, follows the norm, what's to be expected of him. And there's a blender going off now too, right? So it's like you're ready to just like put that in a blender. It doesn't suit you anymore, right? You're ready to just like shred up that path, that destination for yourself. And what this character does is he actually does that. He goes back to chasing his dream, although he was discouraged for a little while. So I'm feeling that. I feel like in the past you have been chasing your dreams, but things have been coming up that have just been discouraging you along your way. Maybe they threw you off course for a little while where you focused on something else, but you keep coming back to this one thing, this one dream that you keep going after. And I really do feel that this is something that in this lifetime, what you are doing by breaking these standards is you are breaking generational 3D templates. Because again, I'm feeling is that, throughout the generations of your family, it has just been expected to do what is expected. No one's ever really had the courage or the strength or the drive and motivation, the ambition to speak up and to say no to the things that they don't want, the things they don't want to do, and chase their dreams no matter how impossible. I just heard mission impossible. Some other things that I had come through, I did see the color green, a very like grass, like a very fresh grass colored green. And then I also saw dollar signs and heard the word money, and I also saw the color orange. Shuffling the cards, I saw number 43 come through with one of my decks, all about honoring the light. There was a lot of green on this card. So honoring the light, I feel like that has to do with you, your light, the light that you shine, that enables you to really break this mold, if that makes any sense. And I also saw number 35, which is Mandela of the Moon. So that strong moon energy really does make me think about how we've been talking about getting through the peak of the new moon to step into the newness, the abundance of the new moon phase, and releasing the full moon healing and purging and energy, the emotions. And going to the next card I saw come through was Rare Intersection of Heaven and Earth. This was a message that I've been seeing a lot coming through lately. And tying back to one of my most recent timeless guidance messages, there was a message there about, like, there was a lot of birds on this card, and it's the messages that you're getting of guidance from your higher counsel as well as your higher self. You are receiving those messages and communications through birds, so you might want to pay close attention to the birds that you see and get to know a thing or two about what it means to see them in your path. I also saw card number 20 in the affirmation, the Finding Inner Peace deck, all about quieting the ego. So like I was saying about breaking those generational 3D templates, you know, breaking the mold to chase your dreams, your impossible dreams. It's like Mission Impossible. It's been very much like that generational template that you're breaking away from has been operating in a very 3D template. Like I said, 3D templates. Very like egotistical, very earthly matter focus, but you're breaking away from that. You're putting it in a blender. And also number 27 came through, and it's all about focus is key. So this is where I really got about how with what you've been through in life, your experiences and where you are now it's all about just keeping your eye on the prize. Don't let anything distract you, even if there's like blunders going off in the background. Be like, I don't hear you, I'm too focused. It's like, I almost see it as, for you, it's almost becoming white noise. Like you become so focused on something that, or you're going to become so focused that when there are things around you that should be distracting you, it's almost like you're in your own little bubble. And that's what's so interesting, because the bubble boy, once again, I keep seeing bubble boy. So funny. I'm gonna have to watch that movie again. I haven't seen that in so long. With the 43, 35, and 5 card, I thought it was really significant that we went 4, 3, 3, 5, 5. So there's just really something interesting about that pattern with the numbers. And then with the next deck, it was both 20 cards that came through, 20 and 27. So I did say 2s are significant. And 14, the Temperance card came through of the tarot. And I really did feel like this was speaking all about having patience, moderation, speaking in regards to our purpose and just finding a balance, right? So in regards to chasing after those impossible dreams, and focus is key, there needs to be moderation and balance and patience, right? Take it all in steps, just step by step. There's actually a song, Step by Step. I'm hearing that right now. Also, I saw the 7 of Cups in the reverse position, and this is why there needs to be that temperance, right? Because with what you're doing right now, you can easily become overwhelmed with all of the choices and the paths that you're trying to take. I feel that with whatever it is that you're doing, there's so many things within that you're trying to do, where it's almost like you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. Don't take on too much at once. If you're starting a project, finish it before diving in deep into the next one. So funny. I just saw Scuba Steve from, is that Anger Management? Oh my gosh, what is it with the Adam Sandler stuff that I'm getting lately? Is that Adam Sandler? Forgive me. I don't watch a lot of movies. So funny. So I also saw the High Priestess come through, and it was going into the reverse position. And what I really do feel from this, I said it in a couple of readings ago here on YouTube as well, about there needs to be a sense of like silence and secrecy. You just need to be careful with what you're sharing and who you're sharing it with. Because I just feel that in the past, there has been other people to get in the way of your goals. And you just want to be careful in what you're sharing, who you're sharing it with, so that way that doesn't become one of the obstacles that you have to overcome. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. And on the tarot today, I have the Hematite stone. And really I'm feeling that this is speaking in regards to clarity, and clarity in regards to what is the best way that we can have that temperance energy, right? Find that balance and moderation as we work towards that purpose. So let's go ahead and get into it. And if you are new here, if we haven't met before, my name's Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer, helping to guide you through the depths of your soul to illuminate the light within. Cards are really chatty already. Ooh, I love that for you. Also, I feel like this message is very much for me as well. So you're not alone in your journey. Ooh, glad I said that right when I said it, because we have the tarot, the tarot, the tower come through next to that. I think I want to get one more. There it is. Right? Wow. That energy. I can't. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands in the upright, the Tower in the upright, and the Hermit in the upright. So once again, I do really feel like, with the hematite stone, speaking about clarity, I do feel that there is going to be a sense of clarity in regards to your ideas, your passions, the things that are motivating you. That's going to help you to really anchor in this temperance, this balance energy, to have that moderation. In the past, there has been a lot of upheaval, a lot of things to kind of... I'm actually seeing a rocket now. Like, I'm actually seeing when a rocket takes off and the flames shoot out the bottom. So it was almost like, with the tower, it talks all about, breaking down the foundation to rebuild. And it's interesting because with this, like, I was hearing lightning's fast, and rocket. I saw a rocket. And it's like those tower moments, I feel like those more recent tower moments have been in order to kind of light a fire under your ass, if you will, and just to help you, like, to shoot up, right? It's kind of like if you were just like sitting there and someone took a torch to your butt, you'd be jumping up pretty quick. That's what I feel with this energy. So it's almost like that communication. There's like laughter now as well, I'm hearing in the background. It might be a message for someone. But going back to the birds, the communications, I feel like they're trying to send you a message to let you know about this, to help to bring you insight with that, to bring that clarity forward, but also so that you would introspect within yourself, right? Those tower moments, though, that were meant to help you to launch off your like rocket pad. They were also there to help you to look at those situations. You don't see it there, but I really feel like when I had the cards in front of me, this is how they look. You're looking at the flip side here. So this is what I'm feeling, is those things that were meant to get you to move were also meant to get you to reevaluate the foundation of what you were building, and also to look within yourself to decide what is the appropriate path for you. Thinking about that Seven of Cups, looking within to decide what is actually for you in terms of stepping away from the 3D templates, but also that message about not taking on more than you can, like biting more than you can chew kind of thing. It's also helping you to really look within to like have that proper discernment, that temperance energy, to decide what is a priority, what needs the most focus, what do I need to shine the most light on, where do I need to shine my light the most, I just heard. Okay, so it's a very significant message for someone there. So let's get a little bit more, I feel like this is all just what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on. Let's get something a little bit more for some guidance alongside, continuing, that temperance and the Hermit here, just continuing to find that balance, looking within, examining. I was going to say situations, but I also heard places. The top of the card wants to come off. It's the Two of Swords in the reverse position. So there's also something that it's like you've been blind to, right? Like you've been blind to being able to make the appropriate choice for yourself, being able to decide not necessarily what's my path. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you're on your path. You're doing what you feel you're meant to be doing, but there's, again, just so many things you're doing within that. And now you're having this clarity. You have this idea of how to choose on where your energy needs the most focus on in the moment, right? Where do you need to shine the most light in that moment? So let's just say if you have, a YouTube channel, you do tarot readings, you host events, and you're putting together a community, you're deciding what is the top priority, and you're starting with that, and you're working from there. And it's less about the times when you felt so overwhelmed by all of the things, because it's like, even in the past, you still, then versus now, okay? It's like you're someone who's very motivated, very ambitious. You take on a lot. I feel like that's always been the way that you are. But now you're just better at actually conquering, finishing the projects, and staying focused. I feel like this really is a message just to let you know that whoever this is resonating with, that, maybe you're not recognizing that you're at a different point now where it's like, yes, you still, then versus now, you still take on a lot. There's still a lot of things you want to do, a lot of places that you want to shine your light, I'm hearing. But now it's just, you have that better sense of making the proper choices on what needs the most focus. I said the very first thing I heard was lightning. I didn't even realize that there's so much lightning on the Tower card, right? So this is happening lightning fast. So brace for impact, whoever this is for, because I feel like there are still some more Tower moments to come. They're going to come in lightning fast, but I want you to have trust and faith that this is all meant to just put a little fire under your butt to help you to literally shoot to the stars. Isn't that interesting? Because in yesterday's message, I was channeling Coldplay, Yellow. And the very first line, look at the stars, look how they shine for you. That's who you are. Like, literally the stars shine for you. I'm getting world card energy where you are the center of the world, and that's absolutely true. Let's get an Earth Warrior for you today. I feel like more tarot cards want to come through. The top of the deck also was trying to get my attention. The Six of Pentacles, right? This has been coming through a lot. And in the reverse position specifically, things feeling so one-sided. You feel like you give so much of yourself and your time and your energy and your focus into everything that you put your energy to. But when it comes to when you help others with their path, you feel like you do so much for others and you feel like what you're getting in return is almost nothing. Like, let's just say, for example, you have your own tarot platform and you work so hard to support other people, but you get like 2 likes on your posts. Things like that. You just feel like you give so much more than you get in return. But this is about you rebuilding that foundation, right? Lightning speed, tearing it down so that you can rocket launch. Like, if you think lightning is fast, have you ever seen a rocket move? So that's the comparison, the then versus now. So there's still this 7 of Cups energy where you had so many opportunities and choices and paths that you can take and things that you could focus on. But now it's more about taking all of that and taking what you learn and really taking off with it now. So I feel like with that, I do want to get an Earth Warrior to end this message for today. And the stone that I have on the Earth Warrior deck is the pink agate. And today I feel like this was really speaking about intuition, imagination, and artistic qualities. If that doesn't align with this reading, I don't know what I've been saying this whole time then. So let's go ahead and find out who is an Earth Warrior that is with us at this time through this part of our journey, and what guidance do they have for us to get through this. I mean, don't forget the Ace of Wands and the Hermit is here, and I also just I'm also just heard Hulk smash now, okay? Hulk is green. There's something significant about green today, but I knocked over the hematite stone, which is all about that clarity, as I picked up the Hermit and the the Wands. I was going to call it the Ace of Wands. It is the Ace of Wands. I don't know where my brain is. It's like there's a message there in itself too about there's something coming in for you and you're almost confused about what it is. You're like second guessing. You're like, I know what that is, but is that what I think it is? But again, there's just something here. There's a message here about how you're able to examine the things that are coming in for you now and making the proper choices that are going to support your purpose, how you shine your light, where you shine your light. And I heard who you shine your light for. And I keep saying your like tarot platform because I feel like who I'm speaking to is also a light worker, someone who, you know, does something to help to guide and heal other people as well. So let's go ahead and find out who is the Earth Warrior for today's message. Let's find out here. I wouldn't be surprised if it has horse energy on it because I have my legs crossed right now and for whatever reason my one leg like kind of fell over, so I was kind of like feeling like there's a lot here. I don't know, I was just thinking about sitting on a horse when that happened. Maybe horses resonate with you. Let me know in the comments if that's for you. Okay, we have 39, which is Tawadi, kin of the red-tailed hawk. There's a lot of red and orange on this card. I did say the color orange starting off this message. The other thing that I'm seeing, there is a massive owl here on this bird, which, you know, I did say that birds were significant. And then with the buffalo head on the card here as well, the buffalo skeleton head, I am feeling that there is a message there about those generational 3D templates, something there about like the past lifetimes, just like the past generations, but we'll get the guidebook for this message. And then, so 12, it's 3 energy, but let's go ahead, 39. Here we are, and it's also on page 185 in the book. So like I said, 8s are very significant today, so are 5s. So you can't deny that message. All right, so Tawadi has for us, on the sacred wings of the red-tailed hawk, a divine message comes. I don't know why I called it an owl. Maybe some of you are going to see an owl, or owls are significant, but it's a hawk. I don't know why I said owl. I stand corrected. Your spiritual maturity has evolved into genuine power and discernment. You have earned your stripes. Acknowledgement is granted. Trust yourself and your destiny. You are ready for your next steps. Trust in your sense of timing, which is excellent and inspired. Allow spirit to support you as you hover until the moment comes for you to fearlessly plunge into the forthcoming adventure. I mean, that message was so on point, but I also love how, you know, we were talking about the fire under your butt. It launches you off like a rocket. But then when a rocket must return to Earth, it plunges into the ocean, right? And so we quite literally say that here. Support you as you hover until the moment comes for you to fearlessly plunge into your forthcoming adventure. So this and 3s are significant today too. There's like a catalyst event with this tower moment that's going to really help to launch you off in a way that you will be able to dive back into your purpose. So I hope this message finds who it was meant for. I thought it was an absolutely beautiful message today. I feel grateful to have been able to deliver it. So thank you for being here. And don't forget to like and comment. Let me know if this resonated with you. Subscribe to be notified when I post next, and I'll see you in my next reading.